Jackie.
I'm Nurse Renee.
And we
talk.
You like our shirts?
Yeah,
we got shirts. We're going to get some hats too. So, welcome to our number 5.
Yes.
This time video.
Yes.
Cast.
Yes.
So, we have 4 episodes, but they were all audio.
Right.
And we're continuously growing
Yes.
as we do this.
Mm-hmm.
So we're coming up with new and better ways to communicate with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So Renee got a lot of feedback from some of the viewers asking to see our faces.
Yes.
So at first what we did, we just did our audio.
Right.
And then on episode number 4, we put the pictures under
mm-hmm.
everybody's name.
Right.
But people kept asking to see our faces.
Right.
So here we are.
Right.
This is what we look like. So don't talk about us because
please.
I talk back. Now Renee, she always has to hold me back, corrals me. But I talk back. So if anybody says anything about us, yes, I'm bald, and this is all Renee's hair. That is real. That's all her hair, y'all. Anyway, it's actually longer than that. She just got it curled up. But it's actually longer than that. But anyway, so don't talk about us. Be nice. But we want your feedback.
Yes.
So, again, this is our 5th episode. And just to let you know, scale it back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
This is Renee's idea. This is her baby. So she called me up and she asked me if I would do the podcast with her. And at first I was like, we? So,
yeah.
But since I can be myself, she wanted me to be the con, right?
Mm-hmm.
The antagonist
Mm-hmm.
portion of this. So I agreed to it. So, and I'm really loving it. You're welcome. But this Renee is a brainiac, guys. She is a straight up genius, and she knows her. Look at all this stuff. This girl does her research. These are some thick books. This girl. And she wants to do a shout out to Miss Lolita.
Yes,
that's
Lolita.
her mentor in Zoom.
Yes.
So she does a lot of research.
Yes.
She goes to seminars, you guys.
Yes.
I mean, she goes away.
Yeah.
And so I stay right here and look online and look and find out stuff that I can say and don't do it. But anyway, Renee is really good. So I just wanted you all to know, now that you see what we look like, this is her baby, and I'm really happy that she asked me to come on board. So with that being said, this is episode 5.
Yes.
And so today's episode is, should police officers be allowed to smoke or use recreational and or medicinal marijuana?
Yes.
So Renee wanted me to go first.
Yes.
So my answer is out the door, no. Because the federal government is not on board, as you know.
Right.
It's considered a Schedule 1 drug.
Yes.
Putting that in the same category as Quaaludes, heroin, those LSD. And LSD make you run. you hear colors and you see
animals or something?
No, you hear colors and you see, because you're supposed to see, you hear colors and see music. Now I know you can see music with the notes, but that LSD, and so marijuana is literally, you all, in that same category. So officers, as they say, our Chicago officers have this motto: they serve and protect. I've heard somebody say they just serve and collect. And I said before, officer friendly, don't say nothing to me about what I just said because I'm going to clap back. Anyway, and I got lawyers. So,
come on now.
So anyway, leave me alone. Anyway, police officers kind of like do too much anyway because we got some very good police officers. We really do.
Yeah.
But you got some that are, some are trigger happy. Some have their own agenda, and unfortunately, that agenda sometimes is against us, black people. But anyway, that has nothing to do with the weed talk.
It does. That's why we're here, because we want to make sure people can see things from our point of view.
Okay.
Because everybody doesn't let me see how I can say it nice, but say it correct. So, okay, I have to say it. So, black and brown people, most of us, during the war on drugs period, so you come out the 70s and the 80s and the 90s and 2000s. So, during this war on drugs epidemic, because that's what I call it, we lost a lot of family members and stuff. And they, thanks to our first black president, Bill Clinton, his administration decided to do that strike three. So that's how we get to, the three strike rule, and then people go to jail for life.
Okay.
So we all understand we don't get the same police officers in our community, our poor communities, that wealthy communities get.
Okay.
So when you factor in everything that black people
have to go
through, it just adds to our distrust.
Yes.
So it's a reason that we distrust, and we want to be allowed to say that. And now that I think I saw it before where it said the government wants to pay their bills with weed after black people try to pay their bills with weed.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
See,
and we go to jail.
Yeah.
And they get to go to, well, they don't go to the bank because it's federally illegal, but they get money.
Yeah.
They get cash money to sell weed.
Wow. And after all that, locking up all those people for
weed
distribution.
Non-violent criminals.
Yeah.
And you know that it's true, because even if you watch the TV with the politics, what is it, the Bloomberg? He is, it's so sad to me. He has black people and, people of color on his commercial, and the man admitted that he has made not only his career, but his wealth off of exploitation.
Wow.
Of our community.
Well, our country was actually built off of, so
we go back to slavery. And that's fine, but everybody want to talk about reparations, and that's fine. I say, that's my opinion. Forget about that slavery. Forget it. Wait, because I don't want y'all to get mad. Let me not say forget it, because I don't mean forget it. But
right.
I'm saying
forget it, but I know what you mean.
But they have to give us reparations
right.
for that. We have something newer that they have done, which is the war on drugs to us. So we need to get reparations for that. So when you're watching the politics, and when you vote,
because I've never.
I think as a community we need
slavery reparations. I can't get the drug stuff.
But you know what? I'm sure if you go deep enough in your family, somebody is affected. And black people, we all feel like cousins. There's not really cousins, really cousins. So family means something a little bit more deeper to us. But I just feel like pay attention to who you vote for, because it's all fine to say, this is my agenda, this is what I'm stand for, but we need to make sure that somebody represents our issues and our needs too.
Right.
So that's all I'm saying. So just be careful when you watching these politicians get people that look like you. Oh yeah, I'm with them. Make sure you just go in their track record and see how they have benefited off of people going to jail for weed.
Okay. Right. Okay. I like that. So, and two, just to say this, I don't have anything against police officers. I really think they do an outstanding job protecting us on a whole. Yeah. However, I had some very bad experiences with my family member up close and in person. I had a son that was killed by a police officer. And I'm not sure if drugs was involved. I know I know alcohol was involved, and they actually drew his blood hours, and when I say hours later. So his liver had already started working. So, but the amount that was in his blood at the time they drew was still too much. So I wonder what it would have been like if they had drawn him right there, like they did my deceased son. But anyway, as far as the marijuana is concerned, I really don't think that police officers should be allowed to consume recreational marijuana, whether they're on duty or off duty. And I think that a lot of the police chiefs, and I think that a lot of what am I trying to say? I think that as a whole, their superiors are correct in saying no.
You know.
And it's right. So again, it's a class one. It's in that category of a schedule one. I mean, drug, and it's a central nervous system depressant. And so police officers, police officers need to be on their best. They need to be alert. They need to not be sluggish. They need to be able. I want if you're coming to protect me or somebody from my family or anybody for that matter, you should be with it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want you in a gunfight and you can't even aim right because you're intoxicated or what would you say? You're
impaired.
Impaired. That's it. Some of them are already impaired without it, but you know, it's just my take on it seriously to get serious. No, I just do not think that police officers should be allowed to smoke, consume it by way of ingested gummy bears. I don't care which way it comes. And if it's a medical issue that they're having, take some time off. If you believe that medicinal marijuana is going to cure whatever your ailment is, you should take a leave of absence.
Yeah.
You should not be on duty, just FMLA. That's what it's for.
Okay.
Use it. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to Renee before I start talking about Colorado.
Okay.
I'll come back to that. Okay. And I want to look it up too. Go ahead, Renee.
Okay. So I am on the fence. No, I'm not on Jackie's side all the way. But you know why? I do agree that if they are going to consume it anyway, they should be on a leave. I mean, I believe they should be in active duty.
Right.
You know, and I'm going to say because in our community, like I said, we do not get the same police that other communities get. And that's just the truth. That's just, I don't care. Now, I'm not going to argue about that. That is true. And because we don't get those, hi, how are you today? Sorry, I was just checking, make sure everything's okay. We don't get those. We get the, you know, hands on your head. You know, you saw the cop arresting that 6-year-old. You know,
Twice. You know, he arrested 2 6-year-olds.
That's what I'm talking about.
And he was black though.
I know, but this is what I'm saying. He's at this point, we're not even talking about the black or the white. We're talking about police.
Just period. Police.
Because like us, when people see nurses, they don't see, like wherever we work in, they don't say, you know, it was Jackie. They'll say, oh no, them nurses at, you know, whatever hospital. You know, so we all get grouped together. So in this instance, I'm going to group all of them together because I believe I was listening to D.L. Hughley, and he said, if you are a cop, if you're a good cop, and you see, if I'm a good nurse, and I see Jackie giving a medication she shouldn't give, or she not giving a medication she shouldn't give, if I have to be a proven nurse, I have to report that. So if we're cops, I would think that would work the same. If I see Jackie, you know, shoot somebody, and I don't really feel like she has to do all of that, if I be quiet because of that code blue or blue code or whatever that code is,
code of silence or something like that.
Then what is that? So can I trust you?
No.
To be
no.
a protector and a server of my community that you don't live in, that you don't respect, that you don't
know the culture.
You don't know the culture. And then I hear like they're afraid for their lives, and okay, then that's not your community, you need to leave.
Right.
And
I get the being afraid for your life.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to make it back home.
Absolutely.
So I get that, and then we have some people out here
yeah.
that have no regard for life.
Yes.
They don't value anybody's life.
Right.
Police,
Right.
children,
Right.
the elderly.
Right.
That's me. But anyway, they don't value life. Some people don't value life. So I get that. I'm sorry.
No,
I get
I appreciate
that.
it.
You know, but if you are that afraid,
it's time to move on to another community.
And that's what I say. Period. It's time to get a new job.
That too. And that's the thing. We don't like, when I used to work for this big system of criminal justice, we don't vote. And I think when we think about, when our community thinks about voting, we think about like now this presidential election. That's not the only place we should be voting. We should be voting for those judges. Because those same judges that are giving you those maximum sentences for your marijuana, those are they're elected officials.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't be there if you voted, they possibly wouldn't be there. So
I like that.
you need to go out and educate yourself on what all these laws, how all these laws affect you and where you live, and like this census. You hear them talking about this 2020 census, and why do you think they want to know how many of us is in our community? Why do you think? Why do you think that? I'm not gonna tell you what the answer is because I have my opinion. I want you to formulate your own, but I want you to, when you see, the media is very good because visual. Your brain is repetitive. So when you see certain things over and over, oh, let me fill out my census. But you got to stop and think, why? Why? Now, census only get done every 10 years. So it's been decades since we had to do the census, but why is it commercials about it so often? It's just a question.
Wow.
That's all. So marijuana is so much bigger than being high. And I think that's the thing that makes me sad, because everybody just thinks you just want to be high. Some people just actually, it makes them feel better. That's what they say. It makes them feel better. So if you take a Tylenol, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say no brand name. I just use Tylenol. I like Tylenol. But if you take a particular pain reliever and it makes you feel better, you're going to be tempted to keep going and getting that thing that makes you feel better because you don't want to feel bad. So I'm just saying, all marijuana does not, actually, hemp is, so okay, we're going to get into hemp and marijuana, I better not do that. But I'm going to keep it basic.
Weed.
Right, we're talking weed.
Pot.
Yes.
Grass.
Marijuana.
Ganja.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Reefer.
Yep,
That's
reefer.
what we used to
Jackie with her.
And that stuff is crazy. Listen, let me tell y'all something. This is Sister Jackie talking.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to get up front, close, and personal.
Go ahead.
I smoked years ago. That stuff made me so paranoid. So I already know. I'm telling you from a experience. That stuff is crazy. And then I'm not talking about the dispensaries that they got now, but you know the weed man, they putting stuff on that.
They are.
Honey,
They
but
are.
but even back in the day when you had got that bow, or that blonde is what we used to call it back in the. Now listen, I'm talking 70s and 80s, early 80s for me. So, and I tried it, and I did inhale it. So, I don't know who said they smoke on them, man. Anyway, but it messes you up. And then I have, yes it does, y'all.
Jackie overindulged is what she did.
No, I didn't.
She didn't titrate herself correctly. She had too much, and it made her feel, what you saying?
I've had a couple puffs, you all.
She overdosed.
I had a couple puffs. They probably about that long, right?
You don't know what was in that.
I had a couple
She
puffs.
didn't lab test it.
Okay, so how about the stuff that I used to grow?
You didn't know what she was doing.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. No, I'm just kidding. But you know, you're right. I didn't lab test anything.
No.
But you know, you get this stuff. But anyway, that's
know
but everybody else had the laughs and the munchies. I was the only one paranoid. I couldn't take care of my son.
Yeah.
He was I had my baby, my first son.
Everybody is different.
Yeah, my system did not receive it. So I'm telling y'all, that stuff. Listen, and what if I was a police officer? Paranoid, as my sister used to say. You know, I'm paranoid. What if I was a police officer? Seriously though. And smoked a joint and got paranoid like that, I'd be shooting up everybody. Because I'm going to tell you, one time I locked some folks out. I locked some people out.
Okay.
I locked the people out and went to sleep, and I locked them in the basement for hours.
Ooh.
And went to sleep. So that stuff, I'm telling you, don't touch it.
No, don't listen to Jackie. Don't touch it. Do not touch it. You have to see the fun of it, or part part of the education, it's not really fun, but part of the education of it is you have to know what what we call a sweet spot is. So you have, yes, a sweet spot. So you have to know how much you take of what, strain. Yep, get them books. Mm-hmm. And if you're a medical professional, take care soon. Because Lolita will teach you all these wonderful things.
Mm-mm.
But, smell her candle. Even Jackie like a candle.
Smell good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give a shout out to Miss Lolita's Relax, and I'm actually going to buy one.
See?
So it's a Consume cannabis essential oil infused. Oh, wait a minute. So will this get in my system?
It won't make you high. It's going to relax you. And you go to sleep.
But I mean,
it's CBD, it's not THC. It's not going to make you high. It won't make you high.
But it smells so good.
It does.
Okay, I have to keep up to that.
I'm sorry. But I just have to
so my sweet spot.
Your sweet spot. You have to find it. And it can't be too much.
Explain now, what do you mean by my sweet spot?
So you have to know exactly how much you need in order not to feel how you felt. And then you have to know what type of feeling you want. So if you want to relax, then you don't know exactly how much you want. So say you do what you want to do. You want to smoke or you want to gum?
I don't want either one. But
I'm sorry if somebody came to you and said, "Hey, Nurse Jackie, tell me about if I smoke cannabis or if I
I can tell you about the
okay. So you want an edible, you want a tincture, you want a
what's the tincture? Oh,
the tincture's
under my tongue. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, that's the sublingual gland. So I'm gonna get it quicker, right? So this is high. I'm trying to feel something, right?
No, you're not. Well, no, you're trying to feel better. So see, okay. So now
we're talking from this is medicinal.
Okay.
I'm asking.
Is it a difference?
You said it is. I say it's not. You said so if because I'm not gonna put up under my sublingual gland. That's gonna guide anything you put under your tongue.
Yes.
You got these glands called sublingual. So your tongue is called lingual.
Yes.
And so underneath the tongue are these glands.
Yes.
Whatever you put under your tongue, it's gonna immediately absorb it, and you get a rush right into your system. Yes. So that's why they tell people that's having a heart attack, put those nitroglycerin tablets, and it melts, and within 5 minutes.
Yeah,
5 minutes. Because you got to take 3 within 15.
Yeah, 15.
And if you're still having the pain, then you call 911.
Go.
That's free.
Right.
So
time for the stroke.
So anyway, sublingual, that's a quick rush. So,
but you can also put the tincture on food too.
Oh, you can.
But with tinctures too, those are cool, especially if you don't partake in the cannabis, because you can get 70 to 80% of the tincture, and you can dose that better than you can with like a pre-roll or your gummy. You don't know. So, but with a tincture, you can get a pretty good, accurate dosage.
Okay, so let's use the tincture.
Okay.
So if somebody needs, police officers, no.
Right.
We're still selling you no. I'm telling everybody no.
I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna say, like you said, go on a leave.
Yeah, go on a leave if you have to.
But they don't need to be an active duty.
Right. It's just like people, let's just say if you take a narcotic analgesic, you are not allowed to drive or operate heavy machinery because it's gonna depress your central nervous system and it's going to make you slower and fall asleep and drowsy. So it's not that I'm being mean by saying go on leave, but if you're an officer, if you're a law enforcing officer and you have whatever ailment that you have, and you think that or feel like CBD, hemp, reefer, marijuana pod, grass, ganja, whatever it is, if you feel like that's going to help you in whatever form you feel like it's going to help you after you take that form, go on a leave.
Right.
Go on a leave. And, make sure your system is all cleared out, maybe like 2 years later before you come to work. Because then I'll be kind of thinking, okay, you might be a little bit straight. Maybe those other neurons pull together and working with the ones that were destroyed, because, Of course, you know I said it destroys your neurons,
No,
your
no.
nerves there. But anyway,
But that's science. We can,
yeah,
yeah.
go back and forth.
Yep.
So I was gonna tell you guys something about Colorado,
I'll be
but
fine.
it's a different that. So they're up in
Mhm.
up in Ansi,
Yes.
and the state of Colorado. Don't try to
I'm
sue me.
moving.
You moving to Colorado?
Yes, ma'am.
She's coming,
I
y'all.
like Colorado.
No, I'm gonna have to chain her up here.
Really?
I can't let Renee go.
They are innovative. They are really forward thinking within this space, and I just love it.
Really?
Mhm.
So I read something today, and I was trying to pull it up again, but I couldn't do it. But anyway, what I read earlier today was that they said that Colorado said yes, that their police. It says this is what it said. Colorado police officers. Can Colorado police officers use marijuana?
Mhm.
It said yes. Anybody of legal age should be able as long as they're of legal age can buy or purchase marijuana to use, even police officers. But then I found something else later on that said no. So I'm not really sure which is which, and I gotta go back and research that out again. But since it's like back and forth, and I know the police chief called one of the chiefs, whatever town that was in, was so happy that their officers that responded to the 9/11. I know we're going back. That they were happy to say that their officers were free from alcohol and or any type of drugs, and that's good.
That's good. That's great.
Mhm.
That's great. That's good.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, 9/11. But
Mhm.
anyway, yeah. So that's my take on it. I just don't think that people should be period. But the episode today is about police officers. So officer friendly. Nurse Jackie says no, no, no. And if you feel like you must, take a leave of absence. FMLA.
Yeah. Now we agree on that.
Okay, see?
We agree. This is the first episode we agree on that part. No, she's not. Jackie's not winning. Oh, it's no. It's just
books gotta go.
no. But we just. I think we agree on how it should be done, how they should consume, but not that they can't. I think they should. If it helps them, they should. They should.
Well, I will say this: everything has its platform.
Yes.
I say that.
Yes.
What do you call that? Propofol. You need to be intubated.
Yes, Lord.
And we would still have our King of Pop with us. Had it been properly given to him. Because there was a medical doctor that was dispensing it or giving it, but it was totally, he should have been intubated and on life support. That didn't breathe in a different setting, you know. And but what can I say? Everything has its platform though. So you can't take what is it? We use lidocaine. They had it topical, and you can sometimes you can puff up the vein if you try to find a vein without the little vein mapping light to get an IV, but that's for the nurse anesthetist. Also, the lidocaine we could put lidocaine. We have the pharmacist put lidocaine in potassium drips when they have a peripheral site because it burns.
Oh yes.
And so if you don't have a central line, a pig line, or something that's going straight to the top of the heart, if you have a peripheral going right into your vein, it burns. So I used to always get the order if I had a patient on a potassium drip. I would ask the doctor before I got into this, turn it down, turn it off. Because if your potassium is too low and you need that replacement, you don't want to have a heart attack. So you got to get it in.
It will stop that heart.
Yeah, and it burns. So I would always ask the doctor can I have them to put lidocaine in it, or if they had congestive heart failure and I couldn't put it in with the fluid. But anyway, that being said, everything has a platform is what I'm really trying to say, right? So those types of things belong in their area. So in the area of when it comes down time to serve and protect, I just don't think that police officers should be allowed to smoke. So
I don't not
what
active
say
duty.
you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? What say you?
Yep.
Give us some feedback.
Yep.
Don't just talk about how we look. Let us know if you like our
Yeah,
shirt.
I like the shirt.
And
Look at the shirt.
We're gonna do green.
Yeah.
We're gonna put another one on the green. We're gonna get some hats.
Ooh, I need a hat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so when I have a bad hair day,
Mm-hmm.
y'all
Yeah.
can't tell.
Okay.
But anyway, thank you, Renee.
You're welcome.
So let us know what you think, and
Yeah.
how did this episode go? What do you think? I hope I wasn't too forward.
No, I think it was good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to research on my
That's
pad
okay.
that wouldn't act right.
We can add it. We can add it later.
Okay.
We can find it.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it so we could talk about it. And you know, we had said that in episode 4 we were gonna come back talking about the concealed carry.
Okay.
Oh, that's another thing. Yes. So the conceal and carry. If you use, because you have to have your ID when you go to the dispensary. So if they find that you are going too much with, and because of now,
Yep.
this THC stuff is addictive. And so if they find you going to the dispensary, they're going to come after you to take your weapons. They're gonna they'll take your weapons. So with that being said, if you gonna come after me, which I'm not going to anybody's dispensary, so y'all not getting my loot. Anyway, I'm not spending my money on that. But anyway, if you come after me to let's say I did, then I'm gonna get a knock on the door or ringing my doorbell talking about I have to give up my weapon and my concealed carry is gonna become nullified and void. If that's the same for me, then what about police officers? That's what I wanted to talk about too. I forgot to mention that, but I did say we were gonna finish out episode 4 today. I mean, not today, but
next time.
Yeah. So we'll do it next time. But yeah, so what makes me different from the regular police officer?
So when I went to the dispensary, what they said was they did take my ID every single time I went, and I was going for my market research. And so, cause I really just wanted to see what they do, and it was so much fun. But anyway, they do take your ID.
This girl be
Now what they said was, cause I was concerned. I was like, why y'all want my ID? And they said it's because the way that it's set up, they have to report
the government, baby. They want to know. Big
I mean,
brother.
he didn't say the government. He said
the state.
The state I was in, they had rules that they had to know who was in a dispensary at what time for security purposes and for like if Lord forbid if something bad happened, some disaster happened, they would know where you were. But
her cell phone would have told them.
Yeah, a lot of ways you could have found out where I was.
But anyway,
they took the ID and they said, every so often it will go off of their system, so it goes away. They don't house it, they don't keep it. It's just for how much time they have to keep it, and then it goes away.
To the cloud. It goes to a different database.
He didn't say
all
that.
are being watched.
He didn't say that, but I'm going to say technology is amazing, and you can do some things, and it's certainly a reason they wanted my ID, and they wanted a particular type of ID. They didn't even want. I was like, look, I got my library card, and they was like, So it's a
government giving
they
ID.
want your government ID, and I think it's more. I think now that's not what they said, and that's not what. They did, because I was concerned about how many times I was going, how I was like, wait now, because it's like, how many times, and I'm like, now wait, because I don't want nobody coming, like, what you doing, but I really did want to know.
See, if I had gone that many times, they would have been knocking on my door.
Then, but we were not in Illinois.
I know, but
so that's
just like the guy. It was a guy. No, I'm not laughing at you, sir. But it was a guy that went to the dispensary because our state is Illinois is legal.
Yes. It was legal in this state.
A state right next door to us is
not
still illegal.
Yes.
This man went. It was all on Facebook. This guy went, got his stuff from the dispensary, legally paid for it, And he pinged. They put his information in, and his home state was waiting for him, so it said. And when he crossed the state line, they went and got their brother, and they arrested him. Because it's illegal in their state.
Right.
You can't. That's like bringing back fire.
Right. From across the state.
Right. What do you call it? Fireworks.
Yeah.
The firecrackers. All that noisy stuff. I'm getting old, y'all. I don't like a lot of stuff. But I never did like fireworks.
I did till I saw my cousin like set his hand on fire, and I was like, oh, I don't like them no more. But it was fun. I was that way, but I was like, okay.
Wow.
But he was okay. It just, it just burned him. He was all right. Yeah, I was okay. I was like, I don't like it because he was hollering. I was like, ooh. It was funny. It was funny.
He shouldn't smoke.
It was funny.
Wherever you are.
You know what? He actually, was one of my ones that was telling me be careful, and I'm like, I'm not doing nothing illegal. I'm just trying to. Researching.
Yeah.
For
Renee,
education.
Yeah, she's a researcher, and she doesn't use at all. She just researches it out. Now, she is pro.
Yeah.
But she's for the medicinal purposes only. Right?
No.
But she don't use it, though.
You know why? Because I know that
what it does.
Yeah.
Me too, y'all.
I know what I know. So I think both is fine. It don't matter. It's just find your sweet spot and don't go above. And then if you don't go above, you'll be fine.
So in finding the sweet spot, the person that finds that sweet spot, we're still on you.
You should be fine. Let me say that. Let me clarify that disclaimer. You should be fine.
I'm still talking to you, police officer. So if a police officer found his or her sweet spot, how do you find your sweet spot? You gotta try it out first.
You gotta just get the practice. You gotta. Then
you really gonna be.
No, because okay. I'm gonna start with high dose. So if you start with, just say you start with 5 milligrams of CBD and 5 milligrams of THC. If you feel like how you was feeling, that's too much. So you're gonna titrate down. You're gonna say, okay, let me try 4, let me try 3.
So how do you do that because I was smoking. So how do you...
Smoking is different.
I was going to say, because how do you do that when you just roll up the joint?
No, that's if you smoking. Now, so if you started it, you going, now we got to go back to chemistry, because you're going through that combustion when you heat it. And the THC becomes activated in your flower when you heat it. If you don't heat it, cannabis is just mostly like the terpenes and your CBD. The THC is in its inactive state.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So you're not going to be high if you just, spreading it on your food, or, if you're going to do your little, well, no, because we were dabbing and heating it.
What about the gummy? The gummy don't make you high?
The gummy can make you high, depending on what they put in it. So but, okay, so like your cancer, so when I first heard of a cannabis gummy, it was actually on them, I don't know if I can say their names, because I don't want nobody trying to come after us, but some of them real popular girls that, her family, and the mother had cancer, and, the grandmother had cancer, and the mother was giving her gummies, and that's how she was able to eat. I didn't understand what was going on back then. I was just like, she went to the doctor. Now, people say I went to the doctor to get my marijuana for my glaucoma. She had cancer, so they literally took her to the doctor, and he gave her he recommended the cancer. He recommended cannabis. And so that's how she was able to eat, because those gummies helped her. So gummies are going to suggest digestion. So y'all, well, we don't know. Sorry, the nurses know. When you digest food, the gummy is going through the same process. So that could be between like 30 minutes to like 2 hours. So that's why they tell you, I took a gummy and I don't feel anything. But you got to wait them 2 hours, because you got to let your body go and metabolize, do everything you need to do. And you may not feel anything, but you may. So people will take like 3 and 4, and by the time they all kick in,
loopy.
Yeah, too much. Now they overindulge, and now they telling everybody, no, don't do it, I had a bad experience. It's because you did not wait. You didn't know your dose time. Well, now you didn't know your time frame.
Okay.
So when you eat it, that's a different time. When you do it a tincture sublingual, that's a different what do they call
schedule.
Stop time. It's
Okay.
the way how long it takes to work.
Mhm.
And when you do it on the smoking, you know, that's pretty instant. That's like 3 to 5 minutes because you heated it up and,
Honey,
you know, that's going
that
right
was
up in there.
nothing nice.
So but you whatever they put in there, it didn't necessarily agree with too much for you.
Oh, but now afterwards, I did get the little laughies like everybody else did, and I went and raided
That's
my
because
my
your body
parents'
was regulated.
refrigerator. I
And you
did.
ate.
And you know what, man? If my father, I used to sell weed for my father. He gone to glory, but
I like Mr. Jackson. When I clean up, I see him.
So bad,
No,
Daddy.
I see him.
I used to have it in my sock. I could have went to jail.
Back then, yes.
What is? Oh, glory. Anyway, you all don't touch this stuff. Okay.
No, that you can.
It's no good. Even when you home grow it, Daddy home grew it. And see, I can say this stuff now because he's gone. Yeah. He home grew it. Somebody was trying to steal it from our backyard. And Daddy did not open the window. He shot at the people through the window. But they knew not to mess with Mr. Jackson.
That's right.
They didn't mess with us down there in Roseland.
When I clean up, I think of Mr. Jackson.
Yeah, Daddy was a trip. With the
Daddy
baseboards.
Yes, ma'am. And he would be
clean the baseboards with the toothbrush and with your towel.
Yeah, he put his hands in his pockets.
Yeah, that's how we knew the house was dirty.
That's funny though. Actually, that's with me.
Funny.
And so now when I clean, I'm like, oh, Jackie Daddy. Oh, I can't even look at it no more. And I just wipe, and then I look, and I'm like, dang, I gotta go the whole way around. And I'll be like, okay, Ms. Jackson, I'm sorry. I'm gonna come back to that side.
You know how many times I told Mr. Jackson, I'm sorry.
No.
He was good. We got our allowance for cleaning up.
That's good.
Anyway, this don't have nothing.
I'm sorry, we'll go around.
We went off. But anyway, until next time.
Yes.
But first of all, thanks for watching.
Thank you. I know we
us,
this
and this was about the
longest
longest
one. Yeah.
Oh my God, 42 minutes. Anyway, I hope we can upload it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Nurse Jackie.
I'm Nurse Renee.
And we talk. See you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.